Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Time to Roll's Campaign 1. This is episode 79. We are back after a 2 week hiatus. These were planned, and uh, we will not be having another one for a while. We are landing. Uh, Father's Day landed on a Sunday, and I'm was in the process of helping my brother move last Sunday. So we are back and we are here to continue with the story. We have no bingo tonight because he is on vacation. So Vivra will be missing this, or at least bingo will be missing. Vivra will still be here. Unfortunately, that's just how things were planned out at this point. But let's get into it. And There's not really a whole lot to go off of or go with when it comes to announcements. We're just gonna roll with it. And Todd's using his emotes that Magic had made for him, so that's pretty neat. And we're gonna get into this. All right, let's do this shit. All right, come on.
We're
Go Notcher.
live. We're live.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Zach,
What?
Not
Are you okay?
Yeah.
We are live.
Why am I not okay?
I was making sure.
We're not.
Well, thank you for
okay.
worrying.
I'm always worried about you, Zach.
Thanks,
United
Austin.
as
I
one.
I'm worried about you too. I love you, Zach. You're the best.
Love you too, guys.
Don't kill me.
We love you, Dungeon Daddy.
We're gonna butter you up.
Just to let you down later.
I'm gonna slather
right.
you in butter and slide right in.
Whew.
You know, and we'll even make it better. We'll use the Texas Roadhouse butter to do it.
Ooh.
You know what, Zach? You should get a blue hoodie.
We'll roll it
A
in
blue
butter.
hoodie.
Yeah, you'll look more like queso.
This
We'll roll him
bitch.
in- We'll roll him in butter. 10 pounds of slaughter.
Like, what? All
Do you
right.
not see the resemblance, Zach?
Fuck you. All right. Just because we're two fat men that have that stream and have orange beards doesn't mean we're the same person, Austin.
I mean, pretty close.
He's wildly more successful than I am.
That is true.
All right.
That was a self-serve.
It is.
Listen, at least you still have your humor.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Anyways, all right, a little bit of recap, and then we will get into it. Last we left off, the Rat Bastards made their way back to Artemis, the city of peace in the capital city of Sylvania. You were all invited to the Artemis Relief Ball, a event that was to be held by the King and Queen of Sylvania to celebrate and announce the arrival of new lords in Sylvania, as well as honor those that have helped the city rebuild in the short month and a half that since the city was attacked. All of you were introduced and brought into the ball, where you were reintroduced to some pretty familiar faces. Some of you seeing siblings, some of you seeing your father, being Zane, and there's also a few other familiar faces that were announced among the groups. Some not great, and some not, and some welcomed. Vivra was in the process of staking out two what seemed to be just bodyguards of Alistair Silver, the former headmaster of the Strixhaven School of Magic. The only people in the group that are aware of his history are pretty much Zane and Beep and Elka. His arrival here is curious, given the fact that you all believe that he should have been dead long ago. but he is here. Among the others, there's a few lords and ladies that you have heard of, as well as a few representatives from other countries, specifically Valencia, as well as representatives from Ushar, being Queen Hildegard and King Wolfgang Beep, or Arval's parents.
Yeah,
Although
Cantero to the last name.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying their first names.
I thought you forgot for a moment.
No, I'm looking at their names.
Okay.
But all of you are sitting down to eat. Some speeches have started to be made. Music has started to play, and the festivities have started. Let me see here. Let's go with to start it off as which we will now move to this map that I'm looking at. You realize you guys are still looking at the city map.
I forgot to get on Roll20. I'm doing that right now.
So this is what the ball looks like. Just a standard ballroom, oval in shape. Food banquets on each side with tables. People are spread out thin. The one notoriously missing person from this group is Leon. He is nowhere to be seen still. And now that I remember, Zane and Ori, along with Alara, were on their way to go find Leon and get him to come out of his room. So those are the people I would like to roll perception checks.
Yeah.
Wait, who all is rolling perception?
Ori, Zane, and Alara.
Okay.
My perception is cheese. 13.
Sorry, I'm still opening my character sheet.
No, you're fine.
I'm pretty sure it's +1. I'm just gonna roll. 19.
19. And Lex is muted. I don't know if she's sitting at her desk or not. That's fine. We'll go off of if she's not here right at this very second. I will just use her passive perception. Okay. With a 13, Zane, you are currently eyes forward, heading. Oh, there's 8. You are currently eyes forward, heading towards the room that Leon was said to be in. Ori, and I would say Alara, you're currently, your eyes are kind of forward looking at Zane, just following where he's going. Ori, you on the other hand, you start to walk, and then as you get a glimpse of this corridor is a circular oval corridor that goes around the ballroom on the outside. So for the sake of you guys, it would be kind of like the hallways on the exterior of this room, like so, following it around. And on the exterior walls, there's just windows, giant glass panes lining it, and you look out, and all you see is fire.
Oh.
From the formerly destroyed city, guys. Come on.
Don't be ominous like that, you bastard.
And
It's too much.
I'm stressed.
And then you continue walking towards Leon's room. You get to the door, and it is very clearly just your average, larger, probably about 10-foot tall, wooden door, and it's facing to the interior of the hall. For the sake of you guys, it's more or less the hall straightens out this way and goes vertically down, and the wall will be and the door will be somewhere around here. It is a door. How do you wish to proceed?
I will knock on the door.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
Why am I missing HP?
You probably just forgot to long rest. Because we all long rested.
Yeah, okay, I'll just click the long rest button.
I will knock on the door.
Okay. The door is knocked upon. You hear nothing.
I'm
Kicking
gonna
it.
shout. Oh,
You're kicking it in?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a we're gonna go with just a strength check.
this will be easy.
So buff me. Just kidding.
I can't. Laura might be able to.
I mean,
Oh,
I can buff you, I think.
Actually, I can.
Lexi's
need,
having issue
no
with
need.
Discord right now. I don't know what's going on with her
Buff
Discord.
is not needed. That is a nat 20.
Oof, yeah.
It's a
Oh
26
yeah,
if
in
we're
comes
using
Nate's
strength.
innate ability to get 1,000 nat 20s.
Yeah, I don't know. It happens when he's DMing too. I don't get it.
Yeah, I rolled 2 nat 20s in a row.
I mean, I was just like, you
literally have
son
a
of
picture
a...
of Napoleon.
It usually doesn't
here.
happen when I'm DMing. I don't know.
Zach, you
Yeah?
literally have a picture of Napoleon.
I was waiting for someone to catch on. Yeah, it's Lenny.
I
Your
thought
half-
he went.
your
I thought
halfling
he
friend.
Went off with, I thought he went off with the girl.
No, he went off to just kind of hang out with her. She's right here. Look at
We love Mr. Bourne to party.
She better
Okay,
not
since
be up.
I'm there, can I make like a perception check, see how things are going?
that. In a moment.
Okay.
She better not be a harlot. I swear to God.
What does the natural 20 bring you to? Like total?
20. Oh, are we doing strength?
Yeah, strength. Just straight strength.
20, 26.
26. You feel your hoof
Is
sink.
it enough or is it not enough? Because I
Uh,
will add 5 to it if it's not enough.
okay, Zane. Describing how this looks in your eyes, you see Ori's hoof hit and like sink into the door, but then the door mends itself and repulses him backwards. But it's enough that you catch yourself, Ori. You know, it's not like you're like knocked out on your ass. You just kind of like, it's like a what the fuck. Yeah, you
Like a
thought for
rubber
sure.
door?
Almost like it. You literally felt like a bounce from the doors. Like there's give and then immediately hardened resistance.
Ori, allow me.
I'm ripping the
I
door
will-
off.
I believe I can handle this without breaking the door. I'll just do this. Since I've got these in my pocket, how's a 27 look on the thieves' tools?
Door's unlocked.
Oh, well. I will open the door then.
Yeah, as you go to stick your lockpicks in there, you realize there's no resistance. Huh. Click, door opens.
I'll be right back real quick.
What lesson did we learn today?
Check the handle. Or
Always
kick down
check the handle first.
I think the real lesson we learned is that we should just kick down doors more often.
Sure. So you open the door, and you find a storage closet.
What?
You open the door, and there's just a blank storage closet with a single shelf. And in the back of that shelf, you see a tiny little, what looks to be about, I'd say, fist size, your fist size, Zane. Size, like, cuckoo clock, just sitting there, hanging on the wall.
Could I open the little, like, cuckoo clock hatch?
Sure.
Well,
Try
I
it.
do so.
It does not budge.
Is it reading the time correctly? Do I know that?
You would, and yeah, it seems to be reading the time correctly. Although the one thing that you do notice about it is that the writing on it for the time, those are not common numbers. They're not like Roman numerals. They're different. Do you read Sylvan?
I sure do.
Okay, you would know that they are the Sylvan numbers for 1 through 12.
Interesting. Can I adjust the... Are the hands adjustable? Does it let me adjust the hands by...
Yeah, sure. You can try adjusting them.
I will try to adjust them to the top of the hour to make the cuckoo clock thing fire off.
As you go to grab one of the hands and try to move it, you feel a intense jolt of electricity burning through your hand and your arm. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Huh. 19. It's pretty good.
Okay. You take half.
So, what's going on right now?
I just got electrocuted by touching the hands of the cuckoo clock in there.
You open the door and well, you weren't here when I said you open the door and all you find is a storage closet. There's a single room-wide shelf and a small fist-sized cuckoo clock hanging on the wall underneath it. Zane has tried to open the door, nothing happened, and has tried to adjust the hands, and he just got shocked for. You take 5 points of lightning damage.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as you get shocked, you immediately hear a mechanical click and what seems to be a spring moving and clicking into place.
That sounds promising.
Anything else you want to do with this cuckoo clock?
Is there anywhere to wind the clock on the outside?
Make an investigation check.
Sure. Pretty good at those.
28. There is a place to wind it, and it is is on the bottom of the cuckoo clock. So this cuckoo clock is it's fist-sized. It's a fist-sized rectangle with obviously a circular clock in the middle, and then a tiny little door on the bottom. And there's like a little tiny metal winding tool that is stuck to the bottom that is just barely hard to see in this enclosed space. But yes, you can try to wind it.
I'm going to try to wind the clock.
Okay.
It's at the top of the hour.
Okay. Click. Click. You see the hands start to move slowly. And then it gets to about 11:30. And then it stops. And you hear a voice echo throughout this tiny little room. You know, you could have just knocked, Zane, as the little tiny door swings open.
You normally live in a clock?
No. Wait. Oh, shit. Sorry. And you'll see a tiny little, like, fairy version of Leon, like, fly out, and he just looks at you. Oh, shit. And he looks at all three of you and says, can I shrink you?
Sure.
He waves his hands, and all of you flop down to the ground, about the size of a mouse. And then you see what looks to be a giant rope ladder fly down. In reality, it's just little pieces of yarn with like toothpicks strung into the center of it. And you just hear him say, "Climb up. I'll show you where I've been and what I've been working on."
Sure.
And as you begin to climb the ladder, Beep, you wanted to kind of do a little insight into how Lenny's doing with his female friend, right? Austin. Oh, did he walk away? He has a liquor cabinet right around right next to his desk. He probably went and grabbed some.
Oh, we'll keep going then.
I suppose we'll keep going. I guess, does anybody else want to do anything while you're inside the ballroom?
I wanted to.
Okay, there he is.
Perception check. Okay.
You didn't say anything whenever I asked you.
Sorry.
Sir.
I got talking with my parents for a moment.
You're fine. Okay.
So
So
let
you
me do that check real quick.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to hear in on
I'm
the
just trying to deduce
conversation?
how well he's doing. Like, how well is the conversation going?
Okay,
Does it sound positive?
make an insight check.
Okay. Literally my worst thing, but sure, just for you.
17. That's good. You glance over, and with your passive perception, talks of like the job and stuff like Magnolia's. Magnolia is such a tiny little town, but I do enjoy it. The people are very, very nice. I think you'd like it too. And you hear, "Oh, maybe one day I'll come out there and visit." I guess.
Okay, can I surmise if this is sort of like her trying to, I don't know, kind of get out of it?
With that 17, it's hard to tell. She seems genuinely interested in what he's saying, but also you do, with your passive perception, you do glance that her eyes are shifting away from him towards the people dancing and some people conversing, and like she's acting like, I want to talk to you, but there's other things going on.
Okay.
That's what you can gauge from that, but it's, as of right now, she's not disengaging from the conversation.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna go up to Lenny,
Okay.
and I'll just be like, Lenny.
Yeah.
Why don't you let the lady go?
My apologies.
Don't you know she wants to enjoy the festivities of the ball just as much as you? Maybe you both can share a drink. Maybe partake in a little dance on the ballroom floor.
Of course. Would you care to join me? And he puts out his hand with his tall Napoleon-like hat. And she just kind of smiles and grabs and says, "It would be my pleasure." As he escorts her, he's going to roll a charisma check.
Hold on. Before he does that,
he might
can
get advantage
can I
on
try to
because I
influence
cast
this a
spell.
little bit?
Bingo's here!
I'm here.
Alright, bingo.
The internet,
Remember,
it functions.
Yeah, right? It functions. I cast a spell on him to give him advantage on.
You
charisma
did.
checks
You
last.
did. I didn't write that down, so good looking out.
I don't
Also,
remember
can I
how long it
influence
lasts.
this by doing like a bardic inspiration on him?
Sure. What's the plus now? Is it plus 10? D10? It'll say in
Yeah,
your...
I had a particular way I wanted to do it.
Okay, how do you want to do it?
So let me make. Yeah, I think it is a D10.
Okay. I'll go and
I
roll
wanted
that.
to go
but how you gonna do
up
it?
top to the main stage back here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna have Beep pull out his kazoo. Instead of taking any of these lovely instruments here, he's just gonna pull out his kazoo,
Okay.
and then he's gonna just start playing for the whole crowd, plus Lenny and his girl.
Okay.
So he's just gonna pull out his kazoo and he's gonna go.
Your mic's having a very hard time picking that up.
There you go. It didn't pick it up.
We heard.
Well, but
We heard. We got it. We got it. So
it was take 5.
Yeah, I think I knew what yours play. Yeah. Everyone will kind of look at you like, this guy's not bad.
Oh, I should probably do a performance check for that.
I was about to ask you for that, but he does get his inspiration, which I did roll a 10.
I'll do a performance real quick.
So that's a 21. Yeah, it's a very well performed. Although you have now brought attention to yourself.
It happens.
Your parents look right at you and just stare at you. Your mother looks like she's about to cry, and your father is stone cold. And they just both stare at you. And I don't have tabaxi tokens. I've looked everywhere for them, but they're both sitting over here.
Hold on, I don't. I don't see where.
I'm
Okay, I see
hanging.
where.
Yeah, they're both.
Yeah, I see now. I was zoomed in.
But okay. So
And now Beep's just gonna casually walk off stage.
So Lenny has a -1 to his charisma. But I rolled a 15 on the d20, so it's a 14 plus 10, so 24. To
With advantage?
yeah. The first one was a natural one. That was like, oh no.
Plus, he got the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, the bardic inspiration helped a lot. So that's it's a 24 in total. And you see him grab her hand, and you see her blush a little as he grabs her hand and guides her in all of his Napoleon-like glory, and they end up in the center here. The other, now I don't have tokens for him, but there are performers up here that like look and go, hey, that was great, but get the fuck off our stage.
Oh, don't worry about it. There was only one performance from my good friend.
It better be.
Hey, calm down, calm down.
The guy with the violin looks like he's about to fucking stab you with the bow. Kidding.
I'll just give him a little wink.
Roll a charisma check.
Okay. That's a standard charisma?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Though you instead of winking, you blink. you kind of just like blink at him and then blank stare. And he's like, get off the stage.
Beep's already off, but yeah. He was heading down with that wink.
Austin, you're buzzing.
Yeah,
Oh,
some
lovely.
weird background
Oh.
noise going on.
I'll fix that. Okay.
Okay. So
Should be good now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Zane and Ori and Alara, you are currently climbing up the tiny ladder that Leon has made, and you make your way up. No problem. It's a pretty well built toothpick and yarn ladder. And you make it up to his door, and he just goes, well, come on in. And you walk into what looks to be a large mansion. The entryway has dual staircases going up on each side with a massive foyer. You see immediately a giant portrait of what looks to be a golden-leaved tree. If you want to roll a history check on that, you certainly can.
I accidentally closed it on my character sheet.
I'm good. I'm just gonna ask Leon about why he's not at the ball yet.
That one. Disregard.
Okay. Leon will kind of look at you and say, well, I got busy, and I have an odd feeling that we may face more attacks in the future, and I want to be prepared this time, and I really don't like get-togethers like this. They're embarrassing.
Yeah, that's fair. Not a big fan of them myself.
Oh,
Actually, I have ulterior motives for being here tonight.
do you?
I want to kill a guy.
What? Ooh. He kind of like tilts his head to the left. Which one?
What's the name of that guy who's attacking my home country again, Zach?
The Tillman.
bots on- Thank you.
The Tillman brothers.
I needed the refresher. The Tillman brothers.
Yes, the twin emperors. I did hear they'd be coming. I thought they may be sending consorts this time around, but I think, did they show themselves?
Sure did.
Well, if you're to fight them, do be aware they did conquer a whole half of a nation within a week.
I'm not scared.
Okay. And
I'm down.
what reason do you have to kill 2 emperors?
Oh, they're attacking my home country.
They're at war with Ebrax again. Understood. Well, fair enough, I suppose.
And if I can end an international conflict by just 2 people, you know, it's gonna deal with it now.
Well, I would recommend not doing it within the castle walls. That's a great way to get arrested, whether you be a...
I guarantee nothing.
Oh. Well, that is unfortunate. I am certainly not attending that ball then. I will stay here and,
Oh, you don't have to be a part of it. It's okay.
yes, I don't enjoy open conflict. I much prefer my library and, avoiding any sort of...
So if you pull the same rune trick that you did beforehand, you're not gonna die again, right?
Not this time around, hopefully. And I did technically die.
I mean, you seemed pretty dead when we found you. When we got back, I should say.
Nonsense. I simply was sleeping.
Is that what they call it these
A
days?
moderate lack of arcane energy flowing through my body. It was just a hibernation of sorts.
You were dead.
They seemed pretty unconvinced that you were not dying. So I think you're gonna have to try a little harder.
Okay. Fine. Yes, I died. Briefly.
You were dead a while.
It took us a while to get back with that
Took us like
aura.
I only recall a slip of consciousness for about a day.
I think it took us like a month to get that thing.
Yes, and I remember plainly hearing, Lae'zel come in here and come in there and speak to me, and the Queen coming in and using her healing magics on me, and I remember up until a fair few while, and I do understand that I was not able to open my eyes, but my mind was still working, and I remember counting the seconds up until about 23 days? Maybe 24? I think it was 24.
Are you telling me he pulled the Dr. Stone?
I like that show too.
I have an impeccable ability to keep track of passing time as well as just the flow of time.
What time is it now?
It is 8:38 p.m.
That's not what the clock out there said.
Can we fact check that? Anyone got a clock?
Well, seeing as I only turned it to the top of the hour and it was at 11.
He will point at the clock on his wall and it says 8:38 p.m.
Checks out. All right.
The clock outside's wrong. You seem like a liar, Leon. I thought we were better friends than that.
Oh, we are. Just wait. The clock. Wait. Wait. My cuckoo clock was wrong?
Yes. It was. I tried turning it to the top of the hour and I hit 11:30.
Oh no! Do you remember what time it was at? Make a or I guess we'll go with a. I guess a history check would be in order, or if you want to use like a wisdom, any sort of wisdom-based check. History or.
While that's going on, I am not there, correct?
No, you only Ori, Zane, and Alara are here.
Okay.
You remember that the time said was an hour early compared.
And I turned it to 11:30, so. Yeah, your clock's wrong.
Oh no.
Oh no, what? Don't oh no me.
we might need to get out of here. Like, and you start to see his hand start to like slowly start to grow.
Uh-oh.
Out.
I'm gonna run.
Might be, Ori. Hey, he'll be like, big guy. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Okay. Ori grabs him and runs out.
And as he jumps out and flies, his body just goes full, like human sized. Oh, that was not. Oh boy. Yeah.
Are we back to normal?
Yes. All of you both. With he dropped his concentration at keeping you small.
Do I fall through the floor?
We'll see. Yeah, you're jumping and now you're midair. You kind of just take up the entirety of the space. And so actually, okay, as Zane, I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well with Leon.
Woo.
Hey!
That's funny.
You are able to push yourself. You're like you kick yourself off of Ori's chest and fall back into the hallway. And Leon just immediately takes off into the air and is like cramped against the top of the ceiling of this like little storage closet. And Ori, you just land on the ground. You hear like little like wood cracking underneath, but nothing breaks. And Leon's just like, oh my god. Well, I suppose I should figure out who changed my clock.
Why would you make that a function?
It was probably the Tillmans. You should help me kill them.
He will like.
I'll help you kill him.
He'll like squint his eyes. If it was them, they will die.
Let's go do it right now.
I'm glad to help. Let's go do it.
Yeah. Wow. What's up?
I'm joking, you idiots. It was probably Lae'zel pulling a prank
No, it
on
was
me.
Definitely the Tillmans.
Well, we'll kill them, then we'll kill Lae'zel.
No, you're not killing my apprentice.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do tonight, I guess. I mean, we could just
You'll just see him like.
cut off his hand or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing out. I'm brainstorming.
You can always make them a new one.
Unfortunately,
We killed everyone. We did.
I cannot keep myself that size for very long, so I had Lae'zel's help in building a magical item that would maintain my shape whilst I was in there. However, the primary mechanical function of keeping it relatively on time on the 12-hour function of the magical item was.
But isn't like tiny your regular size?
No, I'm an archfey. This is my normal size.
Okay.
How
Just
tall
checking.
is he? Okay.
He's about 5 foot tall.
Okay.
Yeah, he's maybe 5'2", 5'3". He's not a very big fella, but because he's constantly flying, he seems a lot taller than he actually is.
I was just making sure. So.
Unfortunately, the hands on that little clock, or the timer that keeps me in there. Once the time hits 12, at the 12-hour mark, I am ejected from there. However, anybody that I make small is not. And seeing as it's very hard to concentrate when I'm ejected from my space, keeping anybody that I've made small, it becomes incredibly hard. So to protect the clock from being messed with by anybody, we installed a bit of a deterrent. Anybody who touches the hands just gets a little bit of a bit of a zap.
Yeah, I felt that.
Oh, good.
Didn't really hurt though.
Wait, it didn't?
A little bit, not a lot.
It's supposed to zap you kind of hard.
No.
And keep any average Joe out.
We should use a trap door with spikes at the bottom neck instead,
This definitely makes me feel like it was the Tillmans mess with it.
or like a big boulder.
So,
Like a really big one.
tell me, how did you even... you started winding the clock, yes?
Yeah, I tried the hands first.
Yes, that would reset the time and would have ejected me, hence why I brought you in there and thought we'd have 30 minutes or so to talk. However, given the fact that the time that was messed with before you started winding... Oh, boy. It can only be Lae'zel who would know to do that, but I suppose if the Tillmans were around, I did hear they were quite the pranksters in their day.
Yeah, but I think they deserve to die for it.
What's up with you wanting to
Let's
kill
go
people?
get him.
I've never understood why you adventuring types like to kill people so much.
It's
Listen,
fun.
you sent us to save some kids,
Yes.
and
how did that
you
go?
know, good.
You ended
we
up
saved them.
you ended up killing my brother.
Well, to be fair,
Oh, well.
he was the one behind it. So,
Oh, I'm aware. I'm just he has like a little bit of a grin on his face.
Do I
you see,
still
but
have his-
now he's attacking a sovereign country, the Tillman brothers. So, they deserve it. So, gotta just take him out.
Not here.
But here's just as good as any other place, to be honest.
Do you want to ruin the festivities?
Listen, if they
Yes.
die, I'm sure a lot of people would cheer. It might make the festivities even better.
Would anyone even care?
I'm sure a few people at the ball would, but let's be real.
I will kill them too. Like, it's really not a big. I don't see the big deal in killing someone at a party.
Listen, Leon, they're not good people. We're good people.
I'm not. I've killed so many people.
Or you're good people. You helped us save children.
I guess I'm okay. I guess that evens out. Yeah, I'm all right.
Plus, you take care of Alera. That's also good people.
I gotta be worse. I'm ruining my image.
Yeah,
This is not my character.
Just try to kill me again. That'll help the image improve.
That was an accident. I actually felt bad, which
I'm glad
isn't
you did.
good.
That's horrible for your image.
Yeah, it is not going by my character.
Anywho, they deserve
Anyway,
it.
let's
That
go
is
kill
fine.
those guys.
He will. You'll see.
I'm ready. I'm
you'll,
pumped.
You'll see Leon like point at his head and then like wave his hand down his body, and you'll see his clothes turn into like dress clothes. And he'll just go.
Battle armor. All right. Yeah, I mean,
No, this is formal attire. Seeing as I have to wait an hour until I can go back into my study, I suppose I will make an appearance.
we could like chill back here, like the boys chilling out. Alera's here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're too cool for a party anyway. Let's.
Seeing as if the paladins caught us in the hallway here, they would probably escort us back to the ballroom.
Well, they're the ones who sent us to look for you anyway.
Yes,
What-
my
what-
point
what are they gonna-
exactly.
They were concerned for your safety, seeing as you weren't there.
They worry too much. I understand that I almost, sort of, kind of died, but I'm not that frail. I did protect the entire, well, as he looks out the window, most of the city.
You did your best, champ.
You did a really good job, actually. You're really strong.
Try my best.
You're so strong. It's gonna be so easy to kill those guys.
We're not killing them at the ball.
What?
Listen,
Why?
we know a guy who can poison people. It'll work.
I was gonna ask how are we gonna do this. I mean, I'm good with whatever.
I mean,
I'm
Thaddeus
not too picky.
Thaddeus can just go boop and do what we need to do with some poison, you know?
Oh yeah. I'm sure Thaddeus is definitely gonna be down for this.
I'll tell him they're working with his father. It'll work out.
Do we have like invisible rope? We could
I
like
have
tie it
mud
from the
rope.
ceiling.
But not invisible rope.
Okay. Is there any way? I think that would be cool. Like hanging from the ceiling, kind of make it theatrical, and or kind of like.
Leon, for
it's
saving
like
your life,
emphasizing it.
do you think you could do me a favor, Leon?
Sure.
I'm sure you have the capabilities to do so, seeing
would
as we
you
saved
like?
your life and all. Can you send a message? Do you know sending?
Of course.
So there's this girl I need to get in touch with.
Which girl?
I will just give him all the details of Library Girl from long ago, Sarah Belmont.
Okay.
I just want to let her know that I am now a lord, and if she would like to join me at our keep.
You're asking me to contact a person, specifically a lady.
Yes,
Okay.
I would like to get her passage to come
To come.
here.
Right.
Yeah, I can pay you whatever gold I need to send her.
I suppose I can use my all-powerful magical abilities to get you a date, I suppose. And he will describe her again.
Yeah, I'll give him all the details from back when we were
Okay.
out trying to get the Corday Orm, just to skip all that, you know.
You'll see like him kind of like tap his temple and rub it a little bit, and then you'll hear him say, "Yes, hello, my dear Sarah. You do not know who I am, but I am here with a Zane Rona, a tall, handsome," and he'll look at you, rolling his eyes, tiefling man that will love it if you would make your way to his new keep, since he is a lord. I think that's 25 words. And a few minutes will go by, and you're like, I don't know, man. She's not saying anything. And then he will hear in his head, oh, I do remember him. I did not realize that he thought of me in that way. I would like to speak with him. Is there any way I could do that? That would be preferable. Wait. I know that. And then you hear in your head, Zane. Hello. This is Sarah Belmont. I just received a message saying that you'd like me to join you in your keep and that you're a lord now. Is there a reason behind this?
Yeah, I thought we really kicked it off well, and if you want, I can take you to Ebrax so you can read more of the nice books there.
Make... Hold on. Trying to figure out which check would probably go better with this.
Are you sure? What kind of?
I'm trying to decide whether between just straight charisma or persuasion. Let's go with persuasion.
I'll hit it with an extra 5
Okay.
from Flash. So
Did she make a safety check?
there's nothing dangerous about me. Jesus.
Ranger danger check.
Jeez, we've talked in detail. So God Almighty, Todd.
She should take a picture of your
I don't
license
think-
plate.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think flashing is gonna help much here.
Well, Flash is genius. Grants me 5 extra.
No, I know.
So 16.
He will send you another message back, or another sending back. Say, I will certainly have to think about it. I do have a well-paying job here, and I uprooting my life with someone I've only spoken with a few times. Reminds me of one of those romance novels, and that is intriguing. And that's all you'll get.
Challenge accepted. All right.
Wait, so is she staying at the keep with us? Or are you just...
I mean, maybe if she wants to.
Are we allowed to do that?
I mean, it's our house.
I never
I
thought
would-
about that.
I would think it would be allowed.
Can I invite my family?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Okay, well, I'd have to...
They have to sleep in your room, though.
I don't think it's big enough. We'll have to make some extensions.
Make a guest house.
I have a very large family.
I would assume so. You're a large person yourself, Ori.
Well, I mean, numbers wise. Hey, since we're contacting people, can you contact someone for me? Can you contact my my mom?
You'll have to describe her in vivid detail.
Ori describes his mom.
That's a cop out.
I mean, I can.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
And what is her name?
Maria.
Maria. So a medium-sized female minotaur from Kumslat Astrium named Maria. I can certainly try. And he will see him say, what would you want me to tell her?
So you're a friend of Ori's.
Okay, and I've got 25 words to say, big guy.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna think about it. I got spur of the moment thing. Bit nervous.
Fair enough, I suppose. Austin's refreshing his Discord, okay. I suppose we should maybe head back to the ball and maybe eat some food. And maybe I should go talk to Xavier, since he'd probably be mad at me for trying to ditch his formal event.
Don't forget, murder's still on the table.
After the ball.
How about we kill one during and one after? You gotta meet me in the middle here.
Yes, intrigue of a murder plot. That would be a great story.
Well, if we'll just get when they go to the bathroom or something.
Listen, nobody expects one to die during and one after. Bit of
Just a
glass
quick-
onion effect.
A quick strangle, if you will. Quick
Just
snap of the neck.
Don't get caught.
Slipping on a banana. Hitting a loose nail in the floor. It's so easy.
My advice to you is to not get caught. My other advice to you is that you will get caught if you try to perpetrate this in the middle of a ball, surrounded by paladins. You will go to jail for this. Killing a honored guest of the king in the middle of a ball is not a very great way to stay out of jail.
That's why we kill him in the bathroom. Ain't no one in there. Can we spike his drink so he has to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm sure we could.
If you would like, I would do it off palace grounds. Follow him back to the hotel, maybe?
Listen, if we just sedate him a little bit, we can just feed him to the blue dragons.
Oh, I just had a
Problem
great
solved.
idea. Okay, we make a noose. We use our airship, right? We're really high up, and we take the noose and we fish him up by his neck.
You'll just see like this look of like,
Or he's like using his hands to describe it.
just a look of like pure wonderment and like disgust. Like, he just kind of looks at you like, what the fuck?
What if we just dropped a big rock on his head from the airship?
Oh, Leon, might I interest you in some curious magical artifacts.
That depends. What do you have?
A kraken and a bag of holding.
Why, I'm sorry, excuse me?
Oh my god, that's perfect. We could just unleash the Kraken on this motherfucker.
No, that would bring more devastation to this town. I'm not willing to do that. Are you interested in a kraken and a bag of holding?
How did you...
It was a goldfish at the time.
Polymorph, understood. It's still alive?
I don't think it regularly breathes like we do.
What kind... You just see, like, numbers flashing over his head. Like, trying to add up what the fuck you're saying right now. And he's like, but a kraken is just a biological creature. It breathes like you and I don't...
Well, do you want the remains of a kraken, I guess?
What good do the remains of a kraken... Well, I could probably make some magical items out of it.
Exactly. I have the whole thing.
Did we hear this conversation?
No. Put a pin in that. We can speak on that.
I can't guarantee it's dead, but it may be alive.
Right.
Check.
I think it called itself, or was it Gilgamesh?
Mm-hmm.
Gilgamesh.
You'll see. Well, we'll actually see if he even knows anything about this. You'll see his face go, just sink. And his eyes will close. And he'll take a big, deep sigh.
You don't want to know where we got the gem from.
Do the dwarves know that you've taken their guardian deity away from them?
No, and I'd like to keep it that way.
It's most certainly still alive, seeing as it's a celestial being in the shape of a kraken.
Do you think it would work well against Torben?
I think if you threw a being like that at another immortal being and hoped for success, you would be foolish. However, if you wanted to use it to severely maim him or piss him off, you would do a great job of it.
Oh, good. Well, use it to severely maim him and then deal the killing blow myself.
You do realize the word immortal was just used in the same breath as...
Listen, a vampire can die.
Yes, a normal one. We don't... We should probably be having...
Die if you try hard enough.
We should probably be having this conversation with the rest of your crew, because I know that they want to kill Torben just as much as you do.
Probably should, yeah.
How about this? You forego killing the Tillman brothers.
I don't like that plan.
And then we speak about how you can kill Torben.
So we might have a problem there.
And what is that?
He might have a couple friends of ours.
Who?
Specifically a man named Noetic, who Thaddeus talks about a lot, and Archer.
Oh. Okay.
And I don't know how he caught the slippery fucker known as Archer, but you know, it is a thing.
Okay. I don't know. Let me think on that.
So slight problems, you know.
I'd say just let me... Now that you say that there's 2 hostages, it makes things significantly more difficult than it needs to be.
You're telling us. You only leveled out a city quarter with a dagger.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh well, Thaddeus took a dagger when we were at Torben's place, and it summoned an image of the man, and he dropped some meteors on our head.
He will give you the timeout signal. You said Thaddeus did something stupid. Gotcha.
Very.
Well, that makes sense. Okay. Well, I suppose. Oh,
I heard that.
no, you didn't.
You're not here.
I've been
Not my
told,
character.
I've been told I need to body slam the nearest person.
From who?
Cody.
God damn it! No, go away, Cody.
It's me.
Keep your chaos away from here.
Who's close to me?
Oh well, Alara's always close to you.
Oh yeah, disregard. Sorry,
Fucking-
Cody. Next time.
Fucking suplex
We are
Alara into
killing.
the ground.
We are killing 2 people tonight. I don't care what happens.
I just get fucking obliterated like on the floor. Like,
Alara
body
goes
slam.
through the floor.
Looking like spilt
Body
ketchup.
slammed.
Flat. Yeah.
Looking like a tomato.
Split.
You hear him
All
yell
right,
out.
that's it.
All right.
Hear him yell out, touchdown! Like the ball.
Just Hail Mary. Look.
Don't worry, there might be some death coming soon.
Oh, good. We're gonna kill the Tillman brothers.
Yeah.
Which one are they in this on the map?
Since I didn't make a specific token for them, since
Is that them over there?
these two, we'll just say these guys right here, chatting with other noblemen.
These. Okay.
Yeah, literally those little tokens are literally just called noble. That's it.
Target acquired.
There's like 6 of them in the room, so now we're confused.
Yeah, they're all twins.
Can you label them?
I can, I
Like
think.
1 and 2.
Here, let me see. I can actually. Hold on. Johann and Colon. Not colon.
Colon. Like the butthole.
There we go. We can, yeah. See.
Not the colon.
My man is about to get ruptured.
It's. You guys are ridiculous.
Alara's gonna ask us what a butthole is next.
I don't know what a
She's
vagina
becoming
is.
more cultured, okay? She knows.
What's a colon?
There we go. Hey, now they have name tags.
Prolapse the hole.
There we go. And you're curious. Obviously, the fucking Alan in the room is Alistair, but. Anyways. You see Leon just sort of start floating towards the ballroom. Follow along, you two. Don't get yourself in trouble. And Alara, you just keep being you. As he smiles and continues floating. And
Good. Shove their heads into the toilet and let them drown.
Does the medieval empire have modern plumbing?
well,
Either way.
I thought we did
Either
have.
way,
Well, not like
Actually-
modern plumbing. What kind of plumbing?
there's plumbing. There's just not.
Do you have like those giant latrines? Like, there's that incident in history where a bunch of guys died because they fell into a giant pit of shit and
Listen.
drowned.
I know one place that has modern toilets.
That's about to be. It's about to be those 2 over there.
That literally happened, by the way. I'd have to find what it was called.
I just wanted to break in with the joke. It's a fitting end for some shitty people.
Oh,
Oh, I found it. It's
Golf
called
clap.
the Erfurt latrine disaster. 60 people died because the floor collapsed and they fell into a vat of shit and
Jesus.
drowned.
That's
God almighty.
terrible.
That is awful.
What
That
a
is
shitty
the
ending.
worst way to
When did-
die.
When did that happen?
1,184.
Oh, yeah, so we're talking almost 1,000
Okay,
years ago.
so we can joke about it. It's
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
It's a historical event at this point.
before most of you were born, probably all of you, when I was DMing in college, I killed one of our group paladins when he broke he dropped his sword in the toilet and then tore it apart and jumped in and drowned in the shit because he was still in full plate mail.
Are we done with that?
I love it for you, Todd.
But anywho, Leon kind of floats in and looks down at Xavier, and Xavier just like stares up at him like, "You motherfucker." And Leon just shrugs his shoulders and floats down, and you'll see Xavier smile and just like grab his glass and go ding 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 ding, and he'll say, "I'd like to make an announcement. Our the illustrious head librarian and historian of Sylvania, and also our minister of magic, and also our minister of magical affairs, has graced us with his presence, Mr. Leon Sylphie. I hope he has a lovely night. And also, please do not be tardy again, my friend." And Leon will look and just shrug his shoulders and float over and just grab the nearest cup of champagne and just start drinking. What do you three do that were following him? Assuming you're following him.
I'd like to speak with one of the Tillmans.
Oh, so you're just gonna fucking walk up to him?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was an announced
I'm
guest.
walking with him.
All right. They might want to join them. Because it's pretty plain to see them walking down the giant spiral staircases with Leon.
If I notice they're going towards the Tillmans, I will, assuming I'm still kind of talking with that paladin that I was talking with towards the end of last time.
Yeah.
I will abandon my watching over the sketchy dude and join in.
Okay. So you wander over there. And you see both Tillmans, Johan and Kolan. God, why did I fucking come up with that name? You guys are gonna meme that to the ends of the earth.
Colin.
Yep.
Honestly, it's pretty awesome.
They'll look at you and go,
Just wait
"Ah!"
until we cut him in here.
They'll go, "What?"
He'll be a semi-Colin.
God damn it. Are you invisible right now, Thaddeus?
My mark is on, yes.
Okay. Kolan will look and go, "Ah! The honored guest. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Emperor Kolan Tillman."
So, question, Mr. Colin.
It's Kolan.
Colin, got it. Any reason you're attacking Ebrax?
Nonsense. No such wars or no such actions are being taken by our lovely nation. And then you'll hear his brother Johan. "That's right. We are a peaceful group now." As he continues eating food.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
Yeah. Where's my insight at? There it is.
I think my insight's that good either. Okay, 16.
16?
Yep.
Okay.
I would also like to insight.
Go for it.
I can't.
Oh, right. What's your plus? Do you know what your plus for insight is? I'll look at it.
I have no.
Okay, I will look it up. Yep, I you know what? That
It's
is.
like you're a submarine.
Honestly, it's like 5.
It's not like you're in a place that you don't have access to fast internet or anything.
Part of the problem is I don't have a device that can access full 20.
That is fair. Okay, your insight is +5. Okay, you got a 21. So, for anybody that actually all of you rolled above 15, Kolan and Johan seem to be telling the truth. They are so for this would be I guess Zane and Ori, they seem to be telling the truth. They are genuine in what they're saying, and they seem jovial about it. Thaddeus and Vivra, you do sense that they are telling a truth, but it's not a whole truth. And Johann will look at, I swear we've had our differences in the past, and we've been brutal in our conquest. But land was to be taken, and we needed a kingdom to build our great nation.
I'm not fully buying their bullshit because I've been told otherwise, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Which two are they?
They have name tags.
They're the bottom left two next to your character token.
Not seeing name tags on them.
They have name tags. You guys see name tags, don't you?
No.
Oh my god.
No. I
Hold on.
I figured I'd have to refresh, but I never did. But I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah, they're. What the fuck is their name tag not showing up?
Did you click the show to players or visible to other players? I think it's a setting in the token settings.
Yeah, let me see here. It just says nameplate, open character feed. Let me see here.
Is there like a checkbox by the nameplate?
Yeah, there is, which I clicked that. But let me open character, edit. Either way, I don't know why it's not showing up, but for the sake, Johann is the one. This guy and Kolan is the one you're standing next to.
Okay.
And Kolan will say, well, we have had our history of, not as peaceful times, especially within the last 20 years or so. We've done everything we can to pursue peace within our kingdom. For that's what the roaming bands of tribes deserve. We've united them. And,
Is it really uniting somebody when you take away everything that made them them?
We haven't taken away anything from them, other than a few bit of their coin for taxes. We've allowed them to stay and do as they please.
Once again, you conquered them. It's not really allowing them to do as they please.
You'll see you'll see specifically Johann. You'll see him kind of look at you. What is your name there, sir? I knew...
Zane Rona of Ebrax.
Right. Ebrax.
Abori.
Pleasure. And he'll kind of like look beyond an Alaris still on your head. That's right.
Yeah, and I'm there too. This one is called Vivra, formerly of the Ash Leaf tribe.
Ah, the Ashleaf tribe. Yes, they belong to the northern set of tribes within the desert. So you are one of our countrymen.
This one said formerly.
Ah,
And speak kindly to him. He is a lord.
of course. We have no reason for hostility. I do sense a bit of a angered
Okay,
tone underneath your
Can
breath.
I Can I make an intimidation check? I've been always been staring at this guy for this whole time.
Sure.
Ooh, that's a good roll. 28.
He'll match your stare. Colon will. And he'll take a deep sigh and say, "We came here to represent our country, represent our people. I do not know which war you speak of or which hostilities you speak of.
I'm sure you don't.
But I will say this. We have had our skirmishes in the past with your people, and I am not one to shy away from the fact to saying that I was in charge of quite a few of those. That being said, whatever skirmishes that are happening now are certainly not under our command.
You might want to check your people then when you get back.
I can certainly do that. How is it you know of this?
Oh, my mother and father are very high on the Abraxian Council. I hear many things.
I see. Well, I'd have to speak with them. Offer my condolences for whatever aggression our troops near your border may be pursuing at this time. We don't always have a leash on our troops.
You should get your hounds in check before they get off the leash.
Was that an intimidation check? I think that was an intimidation check.
That'd be a really that was a cold line.
I'm scared.
Good.
I'll give you advantage for it. Fuck it.
Alright, fuck it. Press the advantage. Boop. My intimidation's not very good. That's pretty good, though. I'll plus it by 5.
Oh.
Flash of genius.
Hold on.
To really skit the point across here.
Oh, Johan rolled like shit. Colon will look at you and nod, and Johan will say, "I'll do what I can. Yes, I will. Be sure to send a note. Open aggression against another sovereign nation nowadays is unforgivable. And I will be sure to make sure that whoever is mounting this attack will be punished."
Good. You should before I do.
Weaver, you want to make a history check? I will roll for you. But do you not want the history?
No. I cannot make a check.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Okay.
That works. Which your history is plus 3.
2 or 3.
Okay, Weaver, you grew up hearing the stories of how brutal the Tillman brothers were. You heard about how they would waltz into clans and nomadic tribes, subjugate them into signing up for citizenship within their kingdom, and then forcing taxes upon every good and service that they provide. You would also know that the Tillmans were notorious for kidnapping specifically younger men to go fight in their armies. You were but a foundling, just a young little foundling, when this would have affected your personal life. However, growing up in the tribe that you did, regardless of their discontent with who you were, you would hear stories in passing about how the Tillmans came in and robbed half of the young men's half the population of young men from your tribe to send them off into battle, and how they would never return. You would also hear how there'd be forced labor upon those that refused. You even heard horror stories of the Tillmans wiping out entire tribes and cultures if they refused to bend the knee. there was a time in the history of the in the history of your tribe that stated that the Tillmans were nothing but warmongers that hated peace.
And yet, my own insight earlier
Is showing that
kind of contradicted that.
it's contradicting it. The current men that you are seeing in front of you, you get the sense that maybe they're not the same people as they've gained wisdom with age.
Okay.
Todd, what's up?
Is Weaver done?
Are you?
Yeah, you can do something. I'm thinking if I want to do something or not.
Okay. All right. So I moved my character. You saw. Theoretically, I would have possibly crawled under the table, but I want to get to Zane's side and whisper something in his ear. And then I also have a question with my rapier. If I was to trigger the poison and just lightly poke them in the leg,
It would do poison damage. It would do poison damage against them, and then they'd have to make the save. The poison that you have is not potent enough to, with one stab, to just kill somebody.
What if I
Right.
gave him acid?
Forcing what? What do you mean giving them acid?
Like basic acid like you would use for crafting, because I have the ability to. And Todd technically has the ability to do acid instead of poison.
I'm going to steal something from Nate's campaign. I'm going to let you make an instinct check, which means roll a d20 and add your highest stat boost to it.
Okay.
So for your case, would probably be an intelligence.
It'd be a 6, yeah. Let me find my D20 right here.
and I would like to interact with Zane for a second.
And do intelligence plus proficiency bonus. We'll go at this stage.
Plus proficiency?
Yeah.
26.
26. Using your knowledge of how people who come to power generally are, especially those that were considered brutal warmongers. You take a look at these two well into their years conquerors, and you see that there's not only battle scars all over them, you also see that they have not skipped their training. They are still very strong. And you do notice that these two individuals, however they may be dressed, are strong. And they are on the level of strong that you haven't seen from humans before.
Okay.
So you'd basically gauge that these guys have seen a lot of battle and know what they're doing around a fight.
Hence a lot of hit points.
That'd be a within reason guess.
I have decided that I'm gonna speak with them,
Okay.
but I will let Todd's action, finish what he was doing.
So what? Yeah, gotcha.
But these will happen in parallel, so I'm kind of covering for him,
Understood.
just out, not intentionally. So
Okay. So
Zane.
Yes.
Okay, I must speak quietly. Do you still have that bag that
We,
has your little...
we cannot. Not
Hold-
here.
Hear me out. Hear me out. You can summon me, and I can give it to them as a gift. It is a magical bag that the money will be sent if they back their troops off.
We cannot
Once-
risk it. We cannot risk them opening that here.
You don't think that they would take it back to their room and open it?
That would be even worse. Because then it would rampage the city.
Okay, I'm gonna cut in here, sorry. Just because what I would be saying would be somewhat relevant to the conversation and they would hear it.
Okay.
Even though it's directed at the Tillmans. So I look at them and go, this one senses you speak the truth. This one is unable to forgive you for the hurts of this one's tribe, former tribe. This one was too young to be press-ganged into your armies at the time when you came calling. But regardless, with no love lost for my former tribe, your rule has brought pain and suffering to them in the past.
You'll see Johan look down at you saying that, and Colon will look at you directly in your eyes and continue. They're listening. They're listening.
I'm 6'1". It's hard to look down at me.
These-
Ori's really the only one that can.
These gentlemen are probably they're 6'3", 6'4" each.
Oh, okay.
They're
okay.
fairly large
Close enough.
humans, yeah.
Gotcha. All right. But yeah, I look at them and this one trusts his own instincts over the stories of old and long distant memories. This one will not be able to forgive you for it, but this one may not harbor as strong a grudge.
Johan will look at you, lift his head up and look. Our actions of our past are not something that we wish to relive. We did a lot of bad things. And you have every right to show us some malcontent. What we did was horrible. My brother and I have spoken at length. And we've come to the determination that we were in the wrong. However, our actions did form our country. And we cannot look past that. So, young lizard man, I do hope that it does bring you some comfort to know the reparations have been paid towards every tribe that we damaged, and in some cases destroyed.
For the record, I am like 1,000 yards staring through them, each kind of in turn.
Can I, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're good.
I just wanted to, can I roll insight for any sort of remorse?
Yeah, of course. Anybody else wants to? That's part of this conversation. Feel free.
19.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm still working under the assumption that my previous instinct on them is...
That's fine. With a 19, you do sense genuine remorse from Johan. Shaping up both of these brothers, you get the sense that Colon is probably more of the meathead of the two. He's the one that is a man of action and very much
the shittier person, if you will.
Yeah, has definitely, you get the sense he's definitely committed more atrocities. was definitely far more responsible for the killing and the subjugation of people. He was definitely the strong arm that made the country possible. And you get that Johann, though he is massive and though he is strong, he does have some thoughtfulness behind his eyes. There is, you get the sense that you are in fact talking to a sovereign leader, someone who has not just ruled out of fear, but someone who's done everything he can to not necessarily make up for how what his and his brother's actions were, but at the very least make amends to those that he feels were unfairly treated during the time of their conquering of the desert. Bacolon will look at you and say, unfortunately, my blade loved to sing back then. Not so much anymore. And they will...
This one is torn. This one has sworn a life oath to this one's adoptive father that this one would kill you someday. This one will not do that tonight. But should we meet again under different circumstances, this one might not be so forgiving.
Johann
hopes you understand.
Johann will look at you. If the day comes that you must enact on your promise, I'll give you the fight that you deserve.
This is what you're gonna get with.
I'm going to reach out a hand to shake his hand.
He will walk up and shake your hand as well, and grip is strong. He may be the smarter of the two brothers, but he certainly is not lacking in any strength. And he will nod and then look at you, Zane. You say, my friend from Ibrax, I will do everything I can to figure out what is happening.
If you don't, I will, and it will not be pleasant.
That is only fair. Well,
I'll actually look at Zane and say, this one believes he spoke the truth when he mentioned he did not know the troops that were attacking.
For both of our sakes, Vaten, I hope that's true. But I don't have much faith in them.
Vibra,
I will crack a smile for the first time in this entire interaction.
I'll just pat Weaver on the back.
And Weaver, your passive perception, you don't have the ability to get goosebumps given that you're scaled, but you do feel a chill come over your back of your neck, and you feel like you're being watched. And the watchful gaze that you sense is coming from this table. And you just see...
I'm assuming you're pinging.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that you can't.
Oh, and he didn't see what I did. No.
So currently, you are standing next to the table that Alistair, the Allen, is sitting at, and you see his head 180 turned, looking at you.
Oh, okay, he's the one that's looking.
Yes, and he just kind of stares at you. And smiles, and then looks at you, Zane, and smiles. And he'll just say, he will say to both of you, well, that was certainly a interesting conversation.
One that must be had.
Indeed. Oh, and gentlemen, it would, and then you'll hear in your head, Zane, you and Ori, you'll hear, it would be wise not to speak of potential political assassinations at this type of ball. You do not know who is listening. And he'll just smile as you hear that in your head.
I'll crack a smile at him for that one.
That's really rude to eavesdrop. Or we'll say it out loud.
I didn't get that message.
Nope.
Because I think I was the only one that directly threatened them.
Yep.
No, my words were pretty cutting though.
I mean that's fair. Yeah.
Ori was just kind of there to like look big and scary for the moment.
I think it was just referring to me and Zane talking about killing the guy in the hallway.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was referring to.
Oh, okay.
He will wink, his head will turn around. Weaver, the two folks that you or one of them, the one that you were sketched out on, is also sitting at this table, and he's just staring daggers at you.
Interesting. Can I
Who's
roll
doing
an
that?
insight check to?
You wouldn't be able to. Weaver specifically, because of his passive perception, can sense this. But for your guys' sake, it's these two right here that have been a little off in Weaver's eyes.
Were those the two that were following Alistair earlier?
Yes.
I'm gonna go up to one of them.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But if
Sorry.
you,
I'm gonna go up to one of them and like hand over the shoulder and be like, "Hi, Zane Rona of Ebrax. How are you doing?"
which one in particular? The
I'll
one
do
closest?
the closest one. Just boop.
It is a male. What you can see is underneath his armor is a male elf that is probably, your guess is probably about 7 feet tall. So he sits a little bit up in the chair, and as you put your arm on him, he immediately looks up and grabs your arm and squeezes as hard as he can, and you feel you're wearing your armor, right?
Underneath my clothing, yeah.
He feels the resistance, and you feel his grip start to break through your armor.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. This is a party, after all.
Get your filthy arm off me.
Filthy, I am well clean,
Devil,
sir.
devil spawn.
I think he's the cleanest one in our group. I think about it.
That's a bit rude.
This
I
one
just
does not
introduced
pay.
myself, and I do not know your name.
Alistair will look at you. You'll look at you guys and kind of smile, and he'll look at you and say, the Elvish man will say, "Dax Goldern, pleasure."
It's not Devil Spawn, by the way. I'm just like everybody else.
Is that so? And he will brush your arm off.
He
of him.
has no more control of his birthing than you did.
We're just gonna start eating the food at this table.
The female elf, who's the other guy, was like, "Come on, really?"
I mean,
What is,
to
what
be
is
fair,
it? What is at this table?
he was just incredibly rude.
He's eating off of like this guy's plate.
There's a reason
What-
we're called the Rat Bastards.
Alistair will just sit there and smile. It seems the esteemed guests are becoming over-familiarized with my bodyguards. That's...
Oh, they're with you. No wonder they're kind of assholes.
guilty as charged.
Yo, I like you, Alistair. You're a cool guy.
I like
you.
Alistair too, but the company he keeps sometimes can be a bit peculiar.
Sometimes you need peculiar company to keep everyone on edge.
How about you just let them know they're amongst friends?
Now, you two, no point in showing hostility towards the honored guest of the night.
Does your food taste better than my food over at that table? That's a I don't know about that.
No, but it no longer tastes good to
I'll-
me either. So
All right,
Feel
I'll take
free.
it if you don't want. If you don't want it, I'll take it off. the
go
menu.
ahead.
Or it takes a plate.
And you see,
What is on the plate, by the way?
it is a full trout mixed with a bunch of vegetables.
Oh hell yeah!
Do they have any like fruit on the table?
There's an apple.
I'm gonna take one for
There's a
Elka.
bunch of apples. Yeah.
Oh, you guys got apples over here. We
Um,
don't have apples at our table.
And you'll see the satyr, who's sitting across, who's clearly munching on the. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the one that requested those. I'm a
You know,
vegetarian.
fair point. I'm gonna flick him a gold.
Oh. Well, I didn't buy them, but okay.
For the apple I'm taking. Sorry.
Sure. He'll put it in his pocket.
Can we get more trout for our table? We didn't get any fish.
I believe you'll have to take it up with.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was asking you. I was wondering if we could do that.
Understood. Yes. Well,
I'm gonna go ahead.
I'll lean over to these two and just kind of whisper, come, we are watched here. This one has spoken with the guards, the paladins.
are you speaking with Zane and Ori?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go along.
Roll stealth check. I'll roll for you.
Thank you.
Ooh. Oh no.
That one.
One better.
Oh, yeah. So that's going to be a
8.
4 total. I think.
That's an 8.
Oh, 8. Oh, okay.
It's pretty bad.
You'll
Can't
see this one, which the male elf kind of like his eye twitch a little bit, and Alistair's head will kind of cock to the side, and the girl elf will kind of like just keep eating. she just doesn't care. Thaddeus, what are you doing down there? You just keep...
I was going to pick up a plate of trout, if there's one at this station,
yeah, there
and
is.
then carry it around so it looks like it's floating in the air, and then
okay.
reach it out and hand it to Ori.
Or he's gonna. Do I know Thaddeus? Can I roll something to know if Thaddeus is doing that?
Sure. You can roll a. We'll go with a.
Insight.
Yeah,
intelligence?
we'll say insight check.
Okay. Because I was gonna do something funny.
And for the sake of your little gag, Thaddeus, roll a deception check with advantage.
A dirty 20.
Yeah, you could. You know the fact that Thaddeus. So this is Thaddeus being invisible.
Okay. Or he's gonna hold out his hand like he's the one levitating the plate.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like move it around, like around his hand and around his hand, then back it off, and then slowly place it on his hand.
God, I'm powerful.
Alistair will just look right at you, Thaddeus, and wink.
Man, this guy's fucking cool.
And a smile.
Then I'm gonna back off.
Or he's gonna dump the food on the other plate that he's holding and put the plate back on the table.
The male elf will kind of like look at you guys.
He's gonna put the empty plate right in front of this guy.
He'll like roll his eyes, and I'll say,
Oh, so good.
No, it's enough for the funny business. Okay, bye, Austin. Oh, he's already gone.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had to.
Oh, that's a shame. But Alistair will say, Vlivra, only you, for the sake of perception, you hear the words, it's almost time, come from the breath, under the breath of Alistair. It's almost time.
Oh, from Alistair.
Yeah.
And that, can I tell who it was directed to?
Just towards himself. You just hear, you kind of, like, Zane, you would notice him kind of like looking at a pocket watch. But the words that it's almost time, only Weaver can hear.
Time
You
for
gonna be
what?
late?
Oh, I got that some of us have better hearing than others. It's almost time for the ball to end, I think. We've been here a while, just tired.
Feels like
Can
it's just
I
getting started.
interject that?
Yeah, sure. I'll roll for you.
Thank you.
Now that this is part of my clothing, do I have a time limit on my?
It does. Every 10 minutes, it does turn off, and you have to re-engage it at the cost of nothing to you. He will. He seems to be genuine. The fact that he's tired, right? But there's a little bit of an undertone of like not telling the whole truth, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very well.
I'm moving in front of the band and around the corner to where I possibly won't be seen to disengage my and
Okay.
reset it.
Roll a stealth check. Actually, we'll go sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. We'll go sleight of hand.
Roll the hand.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh,
So are all of you still messing with these guys, or are you gonna go?
I'm leaving.
Okay. Yeah, the Tillman brothers have lost interest, and they're now eating again.
I'll jokingly say goodbye to the one I put my hand on.
He will like look at you and, yes, pleasure to meet you. And the female will be like, oh hey, hi, good to meet you. Name's Catherine. Pleasure.
Nice meeting you. Your brother needs to relax a little.
Brother, right, brother. We're siblings. And she smiles.
I'll smile back.
Why'd you say it like that?
Yeah, it was a little sus.
Weirdo. If you guys get seconds, let me know. I'll come by and get some more.
Okay. So all of you are walking away?
Yep.
We're just gonna walk and eat at the same time, like an animal.
Okay.
Some fish bones fall on the floor.
Okay, well, the night continues on. You do see Alistair stand up and walk over and lean down and speak with the king for a moment. And even if you... There's absolutely no way you'd be able to hear what he's saying with all the chatter in the room. Unless... Well... No. It's just too far away. But... So you guys... Back to your area. Pavin will look at... during this time, we'll be chatting away with Ander. And just talking about different things. And Celeste, his fiance, who... You haven't seen her token. This is the one I found that's AI generated, which I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of nice.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
Apparently she has Hatsume Miku hair now, but, you know, that's fine.
Hair dye in your world. So.
Yeah. The night continues on, and then you start to hear faster paced music. You start to hear more of a jazz pick up, and you see people start to dance. They're dancing a little bit faster. You see poor old Lenny just look fucking exhausted over here, along with his now pretty well drunk female companion. And he also looks very buzzed. Leon is enjoying the drinks, and you see him continuously drinking multiple glasses of champagne, and seemingly not affecting him at all. Malleus walks over to you, Zane, and say, "Hey, I saw you talking with Dickwad and Shitface. Any news?"
Who is that directed at again?
He'll nod towards the Tillman brothers.
Was it directed at me?
Yeah, he walked right up to you.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, just making sure everything was on the up and up.
Okay. Any word on what the hell's
They
going
seem
on?
unaware of the attacks on Ebrax from their own people.
Interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, I guess if we just slaughter his men, well,
If that's what it comes down to.
it is what it is.
Give
Like-
them the benefit of the doubt for now until I hear otherwise.
Oh, there's no need in killing them now.
Right, that can always be done later.
They'll hang themselves by their own arrogance. You'll see. I know the type. We've you along with Beep's gone, but that's fine. You, Beep, Alara, and Elka. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Alistair start to walk back towards the center. Mind you, I don't have the tokens, but there's people dancing in the center here of the ball. So he's like weaving in and out of people. And as he gets to about here, you blink your eyes and he's gone. No longer visible to your eye. You gonna do anything, or are you just gonna ignore it?
Alistair, not his bodyguards, right?
Yeah, Alistair himself.
I'm not going to do anything about it.
Okay. The night goes on. And all of a sudden, out of the loudness of the crowd and the music continuously going, about 30 minutes passed. And then the lights shut off. And all of a sudden you see a beacon of light shine down towards the stairs behind Xavier and the Queen. You begin to, everyone's eyes focus on the center here. And a single figure stands in the center of this light. It's Alistair. With what seems to be this weird little contraption in his hand. And Zane, you're probably the only one who'd recognize it. You would recognize this as a device that is used for magically booming your voice out to a large crowd. And you will hear him say, I need to grab something. You will hear him say, excuse me all. I have a bit of an announcement to make. Hello, my name is Alistair Silver. Most of you who have heard my name would recognize me as the former headmaster of the illustrious Strixhaven School of Magic.
Strixhaven, woo!
He will, like, squint his eyes at you and cast Power Word Kill.
Whoa.
Wow. And he'll say, now, I come here as a person wanting to show my thanks to the lovely King and Queen and everyone else who have decided to show. Now, I was once a person of knowledge, someone who strove to better the lives and the learning capabilities of all of my students. Some are even in this room today, as you'll look at Pavin. And some are related to those that I've taught. And they can attest to my drive to better the next generation. But today I do not come as a professor. Today I come to you as a guest. A person who was merely showing thanks. And what better way to show thanks than gifts? And he'll clap his hands. And the two guards are no longer at their seat in the darkness. They are currently standing in front of the king and queen. Now, these gifts that my lovely followers are presenting to you are those of incredible value, I assure you. And immediately, two paladins step around the side. We'll use for the sake of ease, we'll use these Erico tokens, and they'll step around and hold their hands up. Now, gentlemen, no need for such formalities. These gifts are simple. Simply divine, actually. But go ahead, show them. And you'll see Alistair's guards open a box, and both of the paladins' eyes go wide, as well as the king and queen's eyes go wide.
Is there fear in their eyes?
Make an insight check.
Mind rolling that?
Oh, yeah. I have to remember to do that. Okay. Insight is +6. So it's a dirty 20. Yeah. There's a bit of, like, amazement, fear, confusion, and anger.
I am bolting for it.
What I present to you is simply amazing. And as you bolt forward, I'm going to need you, Weavra, to make a. We'll go with a wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
Oh yeah. It's Lae'zel. Wisdom is +9. Oof. That's a high roll. It's a 27. But you feel your body lock in place.
Oh shit.
You get to, where's your token? I'm struggling to find it. Oh, there it is. You get to about here, and you'll hear out loud, now, no need for any rash actions, Weaver. And you'll see him kind of like stand up tall, and where Alistair was once maybe like 6 to 7 feet tall, you see him like stand up straight, and his height starts to loom over the entirety of this ballroom. And everyone will hear from the queen's mouth, Father, no. And immediately the paladins unsheathe their swords and go to stab at the guards. And you see both the paladins, flop over dead. And bursting out of the guard's attire, you see boxes hit the ground and 2 heads roll out of the boxes. You see the head of the king, the queen's father roll out, and the king's mother, the nice old lady that gave you cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Her head.
Oh.
They're both their heads roll. And immediately there's screams and panic. And you hear Alistair yell, "Silence!" And he snaps his fingers. And you see a dark shadow breach over the entire ballroom. And chatter is no longer heard. You can't even hear your own voices. I'm going to need everybody here in the room, which is everybody in the party, to roll except for Weaver. Well, actually, not Weaver as well. Actually, no, there is no saving throw for this.
Say, I'm gonna assume that I cannot save. Whatever.
No, there just is no saving throw. Silence is a.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's just a range, and you try to talk, but you can't say anything. And bursting.
I'm assuming I can't say anything because I'm frozen.
Yeah, and flashing out of the guards, what were Alistair's guards, you see a flash of blue light and a flash of green light shoot into the air and go through the ceiling and then come back down in a crash of blue and green energy. And standing in front of you is Weaver standing behind you. Are 2 spiky armored people.
Justinian! Sorry.
Carrying large spears, what seem to be made of dragon hide. I'm trying to find the other token because it's being stupid. One donning a bright green armor, and they're actually this size. One donning a bright green armor and one donning a dark blue. All of you immediately recognize the dark blue armored person being the same dragon rider that you once came into blows with. Vivra,
Mm-hmm.
you feel immediately a blade stick through your back.
Fair.
Because you are currently held. It's hit with advantage. That is assuming this hits you. That is that's a 23 to hit. Your AC 16.
Yeah, I'm not even wearing armor, so I think my AC is actually even lower than that.
I need to grab.
While this is happening, I'm going to symbiote like my helmet onto my face.
You see the green person, one in green, stabbing through you. You take. It's okay. Good to know. You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh, nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be.
And
Never mind.
10
I retract my previous statement.
Yep, I haven't rolled at all. Sorry. 10 points of piercing damage and 11 points of an unknown damage to you. So that's be 21 points. I got you.
Damage. That puts me at
Minus that's so it's 86. Put your 86 HP. So you're symbioting. Does anybody else want to do any free actions?
I put my helmet on.
Yeah, everyone has an action right now with a surprise attack.
I'll take my weapons out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my weapons out and I'm wearing fancy dress, aren't I? Damn it.
Yep.
I should get a fancy dress that has armor in it. That'd be smart.
Yeah. Probably.
Can I flex my fancy clothes off?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Can I also flex my fancy clothes off? I don't wanna do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm just naked.
Oh, wait, never mind.
I'm going stealth, and I probably would have done that as soon as the lights went off, or the boxes dropped. And then I'm going. Is it possible for me to move? Is movement possible at all?
Yeah. Since you're already invisible, I'll allow movement.
I'm going to move over here, and then I'm actually going to draw that bow that I have.
Okay. You see this while you guys are doing all that. This person jumps into the air. It tries to immediately go for Leon. That's shockingly a miss. And actually, wait, no, that's it. But you see Leon go, enough of this, and you hear him speak. And a golden arcane shield pops up out of his hands, and you see him grab onto the tip of the spear.
Not to be that guy, but is he affected by the silence spell as well?
You see a little pendant around his neck, and he's talking currently.
Cool.
And he will say out loud, "Too much conflict in this era. I am tired of it." And he'll push away the dragoon back one. And Alistair will open up his mouth again and say, "Mr. Sylphie, I should have known you'd be a problem. Or should I say Prince Sylphie?" Alrighty then. I'd like everyone to roll initiative. Oh, I don't have it open, do I?
Don't let me down. Nice.
Oh, I do. How about that? We've initiative.
Well, that sucked.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll for him, but I was clicked onto him. So, well, that's actually not his disregard. Meant to be
So
clicked.
far away.
Meant to be clicked on. Libra.
Do I have to roll initiative with disadvantage because it's a dexterity check?
Let me check the details of the whole person at the end of each. You are considered paralyzed. So let's look up paralyzed in 5e. It's because that's a good question. The paralyzed status effect is paralyzed creature is incapacitated. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Oh, so you actually take more damage.
Oh, okay.
So it's 42 points of damage instead of 21. God, I haven't done combat forever. Feels that way at least. Okay, you are now significantly more hurt than I thought. And then incapacitated is
unable to move and take actions, I believe.
yes, unable to move and take action. So, because it is a dexterity, an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. But you're paralyzed, so you can't move. All right, so the paralyzed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak. Oh, so you wouldn't be able to speak anyways. The silent spell. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. It's not saving throw, so yeah, you would just roll normally.
Okay.
Need to grab.
Not like I'm going to be doing much for a little while. Actually, isn't silence a concentration spell as well as hold person?
Silence is not a concentration spell.
Damn. Hoping I could loophole out of it.
Oh, it is a concentration spell. However, it holds. That's right. I remember that. So you see, I will say, you still have the ability to see around Alistair's neck. You see a glowing, you see what looks to be like a glowing gemstone that's attached to like the collar of his shirt, as he's holding both hands out. One is pointing at you, and one is like a shadowy effect that you see from the silence.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what happens here in a minute. Okay, I need to roll initiative for you. Just roll that. Okay, it's a 15.
I don't know why I'm not. Who's our captain of our ship?
Ander.
Ander.
Yeah.
And that's doing this is
Alistair. The A's, I've noticed A names really fuck with you.
Yeah. And where do we know Alistair from again?
Noetics teacher.
You would know him as Noetics teacher. At least as Thaddeus. And then Alistair.
Well, actually, would Thaddeus know that?
Yeah, he's introduced himself as such.
Okay.
Oof.
That's right. Okay.
That's a natural 20 for initiative for Alistair.
Where's Armstrong come into this?
Stop it. Don't break my immersion.
Neil or Lance? Wait, what?
Okay, and then, okay. Did... Character. Come on. Just Roll 20, please just... I don't know if this is my computer or this is roll 20 because it's being really slow right now. Oh, okay. I didn't realize Mousy had to leave. It's fine. On the bright side, we're only doing one round of actions here.
Actually, in that case, since I'm person held, I might bounce too. Then, if we're just gonna do one round,
Yeah,
I'm assuming I won't be.
give it 1 second.
Okay.
Just for your sake.
Fair.
He wants you here when you die.
How did you know?
I mean, I already talked. I already talked to him about a backup character that has some interesting backstory stuff. And is a pretty interesting build too, if I do say so myself.
Oh, didn't open Pavin's. Whatever.
Ooh, Pavin makes for an interesting X Factor here.
Yes, he does. Why are you not letting me add him to his role? Are you guys seeing Pavin as a in the turn order at all? I know it's
Dragoon 1, Dragoon 2, Alistair. No.
okay. It's being weird then. All right. Let me see if I can just initiative roll him in. Then there it is. Fast as fuck, boy. She will also. Turn. She's not as fast. Yeah. It's the only problem with doing combat with so many NPCs. So I have to roll initiative for everybody. Yeah, we're gonna just there. Ooh, poor Roslor. We'll do king and queen. 22 for Xavier. And oh god, that's a nat 1 for the queen. So that's a 3. Oh no, 4. Okay. All right, at the top of the order, Alistair will look at you, Vivra, and seeing that you already have a blade through your chest, he will drop the whole person.
Okay.
And he will keep the silence spell up, and he will then look around, and these guys are dead. For their sake, they're dead. He will look around and say, huh. Well, I didn't mean for this to be as bloody, but I just had to get in the way, I suppose. And he will look at eeny, meeny, miny. We're going to go with... Yep. He's going to look right at across the way. And with hatred in his eyes, he will target the king. Which I forgot to roll initiative for Malleus, which he rolled pretty alright. He'll look right at the king and say, dear Xavier, you should have listened to me when you had the chance. And he is going to cast Blight on the king. So I need to have a Constitution saving throw. I believe it might be a Dex save. I don't remember. I think it's con though. It's con. Yeah. Okay, he did all right. So he only takes half of 8d8 necrotic damage. Ooh, that's a really bad roll. 16 points of damage to the king. He will immediately tense up and try to speak, but he cannot, given the fact that he is still, the silence is still over the area. Alistair then will look around and smile and look at all of you just in your general direction and shrug his shoulders. It is now Anders' turn.
Gonna look back at him, just disappointed dad, and shake my head no.
Ander will stand up. You'll see steam as he stands up. You'll see him like kind of like popping his neck. And as he pops his neck, you'll see for the first time now that you're looking at him, a glow coming from his back. And you see just a very tiny little tip of a symbol starting to glow. And he'll kind of like limber up and his body will just start to steam. And, okay. And you'll see him disappear. And he can go 60 feet. Right there. Okay. You will bonus action. Blip. And he'll just like take a step and then show up. And then he will smile at Alistair and say, I really should have killed you when I had the chance. And he will take his axe and overhand it and throw it as hard as he can right at Alistair. And see if that hits. That is a... Oh. That's a hit. Alistair plus... No, that would still hit. So... You'll see Alistair kind of like try to dodge out of the way, but it hits him right in the shoulder. And that does... That's a really shit roll. That's another really shit roll. Jesus. Anders, in fact, not the main character. That's 22 points of we'll call it piercing damage. But as he throws the axe, it doesn't go through the air. You see the axe start to blink and displace itself through the air and teleport and then end up in his shoulder. And then he will hold his hand out and the axe will just appear there again. And he'll...
does that trigger a concentration check?
It does.
Woohoo.
Which he succeeds with flying colors.
Okay.
Okay. And that would be Anders' turn. It's now Pavin's turn. Pavin will look at Elka, look at his fiance, Celeste, smile, and you'll see him run forward. And actually, before the end of Anders' turn, Ander will go up and attempt to. He'll grab, as a free action, he will start to grab onto the blade that's through your chest, Weaver.
Okay. Can I respond?
Sure.
This one will take care of himself. Oh, I can't because of the silence.
Mm-hmm. Anders a man to
wave him away. I will try to wave him away.
He will look at you and just kind of grin, and the steam coming off his body, the one thing that you'll notice, especially with your passive perception, is that it's not hot. You feel cold. It's not steam, it's fog coming off of his body. And he'll just grab and smile at the, I'll call it they're dragoons.
It's to the end!
Jesus Christ, magic. All right. So that ends his turn. Pavin will smile, and then as a bonus action, which I believe he can do. Misty Step it's vocal. Damn it. That was some somatic. You'll see claws erupt from his hands. Purple claws, and he'll just kind of like meander his way through. And yeah, he does actually. You'll see him point his claw, and you'll see him point his claw right at Alistair, and he tries to scream, but he can't. And then he's just gonna use his action to dash, which is right there. It is now the Green Dragoon's turn, which currently has her spear in Weaver's chest. She's gonna pull that out, swing it above her head, and she'll do a sweep down into all three of Weavra, Ander, and Pavin. So I'm going to need... Well, you fail immediately. Because it's a strength saving throw. Oh, no, wait, you're not held anymore. Make a strength saving throw.
I'm not held anymore.
That's right.
Oh, I'd love to, but I can't.
Oh, man. It's a natural 1. Sorry.
Okay, that's fair. All good.
And then... Pavin also... Damn, that's also a natural 1. What the fuck is... It's a 2 for Ander. What the hell? Just two nat 1s and a nat 2 in a row. They all fail. Well, actually, Ander might succeed, given his strength. It needs a DC 16, so I don't think your strength goes above a 16 on a saving throw. That's a natural 1.
Mine.
Yeah, no. Your strength is +1.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I was gonna say I'm relatively weak.
Ander is a
Especially
+14. Ander is he just succeeds, so he's not knocked prone. Pavin is knocked prone. And you each take... Let's swing is 2d10 slashing. It's a 1. Ooh, that's 5 points of slashing damage. I got you. Okay. Then as a bonus action, she's going to... You're gonna see her jump into the air and be hovering above you, and that's the end of her turn. The king will stand up, and immediately a sword will apparate in his hand, and he will take a large breaking swing right at Alistair, and you'll see like a light blade extend from his blade and cut at him with tears in his eyes. That's a natural 20, but Alistair will cast Silvery Barbs. And that is now a fail. And he'll give advantage to himself. The king will then look pissed off and swing again. And that is a natural 2. So he misses 2 swings in a row, and immediately paladins that were all dressed in formal attire start to unsheath hidden blades the best they can. That's the end of his turn. Is now Leon's turn. Leon's going to look at the sphere of quietness, and he's going to attempt to dispel it. So, actually, he's just gonna... It's the spell. It'll just happen. Well...
Oh, cool.
Let me think. So, cast at the level that he did. Actually, he will have to... that was a six level spell, the type of silence that he used it. So, Leon doesn't have any spells at this very second. Fuck. So that'd be a 6. He has to beat a 16, which he does. So you see the dark shroud just disappear, and Alistair's hand is no longer covered in shadow. Leon will then yell out. He will yell out, "Those that can't fight, find cover," and he will take flight and be hovering over the Blue Dragoon. It's now Elka's turn. You hear, Messi?
Yeah, I came back. Hi.
It's your turn.
Okie dokie. I probably can't go very far.
You probably have the most movement out of everybody in this crew, given bunny hop and whatnot.
True.
And you can now cast Misty Step as a bonus action if you wanted to.
I can?
Yeah, it's don't you have isn't Misty Step one of the spells that your brother gave you?
I don't think so.
Oh, is it not? I thought it was.
No.
Okay. Well then, never mind. I'm sorry for getting your hopes up.
I could fireball this fucker, right?
Yeah, but I would like to. So we've.
Oh yeah, 20-foot radius. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. We've and your brother are both
still on.
unconscious or not unconscious, but
Okay, so
Knocked
we've
prone.
got it.
your brother jumped into action. How dare you?
There's no I in team, but there are 7 eyes, and fuck it. I don't care how big the room is. I cast Fireball.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna move up here, and then I'm gonna cast Magic Missile. It's just the one guy, right?
No, there's 3 combatants. There's the Blue Dragoon, the Green Dragoon, and Alistair, who's up here.
Well, fuck that guy. All right, I'm gonna go after this guy in the middle
Okay.
with Magic Missile.
What level? Just first.
Sure.
Okay. Roll 3 d4s, and then tell me what it's d4 plus 1. So add a d4, add 1, add it to roll d4.
Oh,
add
so
one.
I just hit this.
Yeah, you hit automatically with Magic Missile.
Well, I'm saying I push the button
Mm,
in the
Yeah.
spell sheet.
yes. The answer is yes.
Right.
Okay. So 2. So that's 9 points of damage to her. Okay. Cool.
And that's it, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Zane, it's your turn.
Trying to think what I want to do because I can't really reach anybody.
The camera froze.
Let me see. Is there anybody near me who would need protecting?
Well, keep in mind there's 4 musicians here that are now all hiding behind the piano. There's a few dinner guests, but some of them seem to be ready to fight if needed. You see swords drawn from the Tillman brothers. Lenny's close by, and he's bravely standing in front of his lady with a butter knife in his hand.
I'm gonna get in front of Lenny and take a defensive position with my shield.
Fucking Chad.
Okay,
Holy shit.
Oh, kidding.
I believe that's enough.
Take you on with this butter knife.
Okay, hold on. Let me check. You were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd have to dash to get in front of him.
I'll dash.
Okay, and you're just holding a position. Okay,
Yep.
And that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Okay. It's now your dad's turn. Your dad's gonna step forward. You're gonna see him draw the wand that he always uses. And he's gonna smile and be like, well, I guess I can't exactly use what I want to use right now, but that's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he will smile and look at Xavier and the Queen and look at the heads on the ground. of the deceased parents, and he will nod his head, and he will look at the green dragoon, and he is going to... You're going to see his wand start to glow with this nasty green-looking energy. And he is going to go ahead and cast... Yep, that's what he's going to do. He will cast Finger of Death.
Ooh.
So I'm going to need the Dragoon to make a Constitution saving throw, which I believe that's a success, but we will double check. Con saves. Oh, that's only a +3. That is actually a failure. So that's 78 plus 30.
Oof.
108.
Roll. 53 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
And-
78. I'm sorry.
And he blasts her right in the back of the head with that. And he preps himself for whatever comes next. It's Ori, it's your turn.
Mm. Zoom in.
Ori, there's a trout in front of you.
Or is gonna keep eating? 5, 10, 15, 20.
You can use Misty Step though. Reminder.
Yeah. Bonus action, Misty Step, 5, 10, 20, 30. And I think that's it.
Gonna use your action to dash at all, or
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
okay? So you're standing next to Malleus. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It is now the Blue Dragoon's turn, and he's gonna laugh at Leon and say, "Puny little housefly," and he will. You'll see him. Let's see here. He is going to go ahead and bonus action jump into the air. And he's going to land down, and we're going to see. He's not going to go after Leon. You can jump how far? Oh boy. I forgot that how OP this ability is. You can jump 60 feet. So that would be out of range. Well, he could move. He could run, do a running, be in range. Basically, anybody in this mid area here. Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to roll a d20. Anything above the 15 is a reroll. Okay. He is going to go right at Ori. He's going to spot Ori, the man that hit him with a javelin from forever away, almost killing him. And with as much hatred as he possibly can, he is going to use a disarming dive on you. So I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw as he smashes. He needs to roll to hit. That's a natural 20. Oof. Okay, that's a lot of dice. So roll strength saving throw because he hits you. Okay. All right. Cases. I got
29. No, it's not 30.
30. Okay. He does not disarm you. However, you get blasted with that crit for 71 points of damage. Aiming for your arms, and he immediately, like, it gets close, like, he cuts deep into your forearms, and he immediately pulls out his spear and kind of twirls it around, and now he's gonna go for a we'll go with a swing, and he's trying to hit both Malleus and you. That's a miss on Malleus. Does a 21 hit you?
That just hits.
Okay. It's another. Okay. You take 12 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make another strength saving throw as he's trying to knock you prone. Malleus just kind of dodge dips out of the way.
Uh, 26.
26, yeah, you're fine. That is the end of his turn. Thaddeus, it's your turn. You are invisible currently.
Yes. Okay, where's my movement speed? I was looking for that earlier. Oh,
30
35.
probably.
So
35.
these
yeah.
are 5-foot squares.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to take, it's 30. To here. Oops. God damn it. What the hell? Why can't I move my character?
Because you have the measuring tool out.
How do I turn it off?
Left hand menu. Hit the thing that says it looks like a normal mouse clicker. Where do you want them?
Right behind Elka.
Okay.
Yeah, right up there. Okay, and then I am going to shoot with that bow of magic that I have.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll the hit. Who are you shooting at?
I'm shooting at. Do either one of them possess any looks magical?
You could make an Arcana check. Well, it's hard to tell. There's a lot of like strange mystical energy flowing around both of them, and you don't know if it's magical or if it's a different force altogether.
All right. Well, I'm going to shoot the one that's closest to Ori.
All right, roll the hit. $23 hits. Okay. So roll damage. 1 whole point of damage.
Did it dispel any magic?
You hit him in his armor and nothing happens.
One fucking point of damage.
Sneak attack though. Roll sneak attack damage.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
It is sneak attack. There you go. 26.
God damn.
Rogues, they only get one attack, but when it hits hard.
Yes,
That's a
it
pretty
does.
good roll.
It was a good roll. Okay. He will immediately look around like, where the fuck did that come from? He's now looking for an invisible enemy. That's the end of... you have a bonus action. You could use it to dash if you want. Or you could use it to hide.
What's to hide behind?
Fair.
Me.
Well, I'm still invisible, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna Well, how many, if I dash, what's my dash? 35? Is it?
Yeah, it would just, it's double your. It's double your movement.
Can I move to right here? Oh, damn it. Right next to the side of this gray one or blue one.
From where you're at. So yeah, you can.
Okay. Can you move? For some reason I can't move.
Yeah, you're in the measuring tool. It's fine. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. So now Lara's turn.
Unless-
Alara is going to. Let's see here. Alara is going to cast. I just want to make sure. Okay. That works out.
Sorry, I drew a penis.
We're fine. Okay. Boy. Sorry, I gotta. Here we go. Okay, so Alara is going to take. She's gonna go right next to Elka, just as because that's her support structure, and is going to smile at her, and then cast. Boy, gonna cast Wall of Fire.
Or that. I was gonna make a suggestion, but never mind. That's more fun.
I go with Ice Orange, and that is. Roll that damage real quick, and she's going to basically put it. Well, she won't be right next to Elka because if she was trying to put down a wall of fire, she would know. So she'll be right here, back where she was originally at, and she's going to. Oh. Draw line, and it's 30 feet from a point, I believe. 60 feet long. From 120 feet away from her. So she's going to start it here, right next to you, Ori, and end it right there. And so both of them are going to have to make a dexterity saving throw. That's a success for the blue, and that's success for the green. So they take half of 33, which is...
If you drew something that didn't show up.
It's there. It's bright orange. It's just hard to see.
Oh,
Okay.
it's hard to see.
There.
Easier to see now.
There we go. So it's going to start right there, and then she's going to move. Next up, good. And they both take 17 points of fire damage, which both of them actually. Do they resist that? I feel like they do. For some reason. Yes, they do. So. Oh, God. 9 points. Okay. It is now Celeste Morgana's turn. She's gonna move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, since her movement speed's only 25. And she's going to immediately cast. We'll go with. Trying to think of. She'll cast Mass Healing Word. And she'll go ahead and heal Vuivra. She'll use 2 of them on Vuivra. 6, that's 9. And it's 20 points of healing to Vuivra.
Sweet.
And then 2 of them will go to Ori. Okay. 7 plus 10. It's 17 points of healing to Ori. And then you will Elka and Alara and Beep. And I guess Zane. You would see a glow coming from a bracelet on her hand or on her wrist, and immediately Pavin is healed for the max heal because of
Nice.
something that you don't know about yet.
Sexual
Oh.
healing.
I was gonna say out of character. I think I know what it is.
Yeah, so he heals.
Is she a cleric?
He is.
Ah. Yes, then I know exactly what this is.
And she has a magical item that allows her to fully heal the person she's engaged to. I'll let you figure out what that is.
Yep, then I know exactly what it is.
Yep.
Shut up, God.
Speaking of, it's your turn, Fleeper. That's her turn. Well, actually, she'll use her action to go and stand next to you, Elka, and just kind of like she looks like she's confident that she's now that she's with someone who's part of her family. That's just kind of how she's looking right now.
I'm just gonna give her a side eye and then go back to staring at the green dragoon.
But Weaver, it's your turn.
Not like a mean side eye, but
You-
just like a glance, like a okay.
Yeah, you are prone though, Weaver.
Yep. So I have questions because I cannot see the map.
Yes.
First of which, how close did I get before I was held person?
Here, I will. Would you like me to send you a screenshot?
No, just distance is fine.
Right now you're currently from Alistair. You're 70 feet. Plus 10, so 80 feet because he's up 10 feet from you, and you're currently 10 feet from the Dragoon.
I'm not worried about the Dragoon. My question's about the 2 paladins that died.
You're 40 feet from them.
Damn it. Okay. That completely fucks my plan. In that case, because Newt can fly, I will go ahead and put Newt somewhere, because I think when I summon him, he does damage to...
He does. I think it's a D6 worth of fire damage.
2d6. And they get dexterity saving throws from it.
Okay. And who are you summoning this on?
I guess by the 2 dragoons. Are they flying? Are they both flying and they're both close together?
The Dragoon, the Green Dragoon is currently in the air, which is the one you're closest to. So she jumped from 10 feet from you. She's currently in the air.
Okay.
But you
I'll
look
just
up,
take
you can see her.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and summon Newt 10 feet away from her.
Okay.
So she gets a dex saving throw equal to my spell save DC. I may not have my character sheet, but I have what is it? D&D wiki.
Mm-hmm.
WikiLeaks.
That's the wrong token. There it is.
And
So-
if my math is right, I have 85 HP right now.
Yes.
Okay,
82. Sorry.
82.
Yes.
Damn. Thought I was better than that. Okay, so that's fine then. Yeah, I have Newt out. I don't have a way of bone. I think I will. Oh wait, for bonus action, I will tell Newt to flame seed the green dragoon.
Just making sure. How far can that be thrown?
60.
60?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll hit. All right, so you're gonna roll. Have to roll hit.
Yep, and that is
Plus what to hit?
plus my plus 5.
Plus 5. What is her AC? 5. Well, it just barely misses her.
Okay. And then did she make the dex save when I summoned him?
No, she's about 60 feet in the air, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, she's 60 feet in the air.
You'd be able to hit her with the flame seed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Other prudent information: the Blue Dragoon is about 25 feet. So, would you prefer it to be next to him, or because that's fine?
Yeah.
I'm willing to retcon stuff because you can't see stuff.
Yeah. I would have summoned Newt 10 feet away from him,
Okay.
and then had him shoot the green one.
Okay, we can do that. So he needs to make a dex save. He's very dexterous,
That's fine. I didn't expect it to really do anything.
so takes
And it's not
half
even a,
2d6 for
he
it.
doesn't even. Nope. He doesn't even do that. He just
Okay.
saves it.
Gotcha.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
I might move somewhere a little. I'm gonna move closer to the 2 fallen paladins.
Okay.
Assuming
So,
that
yeah.
doesn't put me in more danger.
Half your movement to stand up,
Yep.
and then 1, 2, 3 away, and there's no attack of opportunity because she's 60 feet in the air.
Perfect.
Okay. And then that is your turn. Then now it's Beep's turn. Let me see here. Okay. Beep is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And stare at the Blue Dragoon and cast Psychic Glance. So he needs to make an intelligence saving throw. Which is a fail. So hold on. I think it's a fail. Let me double check that. And is only a plus. Okay, yeah, so that's a fail. So that's 8d6 psychic damage, and the Dragoon is incapacitated for his next turn. All right. So he takes 8d6, which we will roll real quick. $19 points of psychic damage.
You love a good end cap from Psychic Lance.
Yep. So he just can't take it. Basically, can't take his turn next to. It's essentially what it is. And then
And automatic crits for the melee team.
Yep. And Beep will give Bardic Inspiration to. We'll say he'll go ahead and inspire Elka. So that is. You get a D10 on whatever roll you want. But it's now Razzler's turn. Razzler is going to step up and he's going to look around. He'll take a deep sigh and he will grab Leon by the hand and cast Dimension Door. And you'll see them pop up right here next to the king and queen. And he will step forward. He'll smile. He'll smile at the king and say, I really am sorry for your loss. And then he'll turn around. And he will... that's his turn, actually, because he can't do anything else. It's now the queen's turn. She's going to, in a fit of rage, stand up. And... you'll see her kind of like put her head down. Take a deep, long breath. And look at Alistair. And cast. Sunburst on him. But he is going to attempt to counterspell it with a 3rd level spell, so he has to roll for it. Okay. Come on, stop being cocked. Thank you. Which that fails, so he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which he also fails. So that is and she's, instead of blasting it with 60 feet and burning everything, she's just going to circle it. She's going to use the mastery that she has of her abilities and just focus the array of sunlight, harsh sunlight, just beaming down on him. 12d6 radiant damage, and he is blinded for 1 minute. Except he's not. He's immune to being blind. But that is still 12d6 worth of damage. Shitty rolls, Jesus. 36. And spell spends Alright, and as she gets blasted with that, that will be the end of her turn. And at the top of the order, we are at Alistair, and that is where he will... I was going to say that's where we'll end, but instead of ending real quick, he will look at her and say, your darling husband should have just listened to me when he had his chance. Now the blood of his mother and your father is on his hands. So don't blame me, my dear. You can blame him. As he stares down at Xavier. And that is where we'll end it.
Man, I said this guy was cool like an hour ago. Now I feel bad.
That's just making Alistair go Breaking Bad on us.
Next session.
I'm
Just
about
old
to
man
cook
syndrome. Just can't do nothing. So
Lost his school,
Fuck
now he's
sh-
gone evil.
gotta go. Yeah, can't teach anymore.
Man, he really is Waterway. Holy shit.
Told you. You didn't really get to see Alistair at all, Nate, but he was in our first campaign that you played in with Thrip.
Oh, yeah.
So,
He was the main quest giver for that.
yep. He was a nice man then.
Yep, back in the day.
Oh, how times have changed.
The good old days.
He really
And
was
he
that
la-
cool math
and
teacher.
I think he laughed at my fish thing.
Oh, he's an interesting person. But okay, well, thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah.
And I will.
I like the other Alistair better.
Yeah, he's a little nicer.
This guy's mean.
Well, this guy's turned into a bastard from when we knew him.
Probably dating Torben.
Are you reading my notes?
Ew.
Hacked your Google
Wait,
Doc.
Torben controls Estinian? No.
All right, I'll be right back. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. We're going to go ahead and end it there. We'll be back next week. I will say it is going to be the weekend of the 4th of July, so there could be a chance we'll be late, and there could be a chance some people are going to have to miss. I know that a majority of us will be able to play, given that we're going to be, all of us will be in the same place on a Sunday. Well, on a Saturday, so we should all be able to be back and be ready to go on time. So, we'll be live next Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll see where this combat goes and where the story goes from here. So, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Bye.